Why do some marriages crumble under the weight of family interference, while others withstand the storm? When love is tested by loyalty, choices become more complicated and consequences unfold in unexpected ways. Morenike and Lekon had the kind of love that seemed unshakable. They had been married for 3 years, and in that time, they had built a strong foundation based on understanding, laughter, and companionship. Their home was a sanctuary, a place where they could be themselves, free from the noise of the outside world. To outsiders, they were the perfect couple, young, successful, and deeply in love. Their union was a blend of tradition and modernity, where both partners respected each other's roles and also valued open communication. When Morenike became pregnant, their joy knew no bounds. It was a dream come true for both of them. Lekon was especially overjoyed, promising to be the best father to their child. He pampered Morenike throughout her pregnancy, ensuring she had everything she needed. They decorated the baby's nursery together, picked out babies' names, and dreamed of the kind of parents they would be. Morenike had a smooth pregnancy, but the delivery was another story. She had to undergo an emergency C-section, a procedure that left her weak and in need of extended care. Morenike's mother had passed away years ago, leaving a void in her life that no one could truly fill. With no maternal figure of her own to rely on, the responsibility of caring for her and the newborn naturally fell on Lekon's mother, Mama Florence. Initially, Morenike was grateful. After all, she understood that this was how things were traditionally done. Others stepped in to help new mothers adjust to the challenges of motherhood. But she never imagined that Mama's Florence arrival would turn her once harmonious home into a battlefield. Mama Florence was a woman set in her ways. She had raised 4 children and considered herself an expert in child rearing. To her, there was no need for modern parenting methods when the traditional ways had worked just fine for decades. She believed that experience trumped education, and no amount of medical advice or common sense could convince her otherwise. From the very first day, she took over the household, disregarding Morenike's opinion as though she were a mere spectator in her own home. The first red flags appeared early on. Mama Florence had a habit of never washing her hands before handling the baby. Morenike initially thought it was an oversight, something she could correct with a gentle reminder. "Mama, please wash your hands before carrying the baby," she said softly one afternoon, offering her mother-in-law a bottle of hand sanitizer. Mama Florence chuckled. "Ha, Morenike, you young girls and your wahala. In our days, we didn't even have all these fancy soaps. Yet, we raised strong, healthy children. Your husband, Lekon, is a fine example." With that, she scooped up the baby, her hands still coated in the remnants of the palm oil stew she had just finished eating. Morenike felt her stomach twist with unease, but she held her tongue. She didn't want to be disrespectful, and she hoped that with time, Mama Florence would adjust to her way of doing things. Unfortunately, things only got worse. One evening, after an exhausting day of nursing her still healing body and tending to her newborn, Morenike walked into the living room to find Mama Florence feeding the baby. But instead of using the clean bottle she had been sterilized earlier, she was chewing boiled beans and spitting them into the baby's mouth. Morenike let out a sharp gasp. "Mama, what are you doing?" Her voice was laced with horror. Mama Florence looked up, unfazed, This is how we did it in our days. It makes the food soft for the baby. Don't worry, my spit has vitamins. Morenike nearly gagged. She rushed over, carefully taking her baby from Mama Florence's arms. Mama, please, this is dangerous. The baby is too small for solid food. She is just 2 months old, and this is unhygienic. Mama Florence laughed, shaking her head. You young girls are too paranoid. Let the baby build immunity. If you overprotect her, she'll be falling sick all the time. Ironically, that was exactly what began to happen. The baby started developing infections. First, minor rashes, then recurring stomach issues. Hospital visits became the new normal. Each time, the doctors pointed to one thing: poor hygiene. Still, Lekon refused to see the problem. Babe, Mama is doing her best. She's doing her best, he reasoned one evening as they sat in the bedroom. She raised me and I turned out fine. Morenike let out a dry laugh, her exhaustion showing. You turned out fine. But how many times have we been to the hospital in the past 2 months? How many sleepless nights have we endured because our daughter is constantly sick? And you still don't see any problem in this? The argument ended in frustration. Lekon was torn between his wife and his mother, but his loyalty remained with the latter. He refused to even consider getting house help, convinced that his mother was more trustworthy than a stranger. Morenike, however, had reached a breaking point. Please kindly support our channel by subscribing, liking and sharing our stories. This encourages us and also helps us to grow. Thank you so much as you do so. The final straw came when she caught Mama Florence using a dirty napkin to clean the baby's feeding bottle. The napkin, which had previously been used to wipe the kitchen counter, was stained with dried soup. Morenike lost it. Mama, enough is enough, she shouted, her voice echoing through the house. I will not stand by while my child suffers. I will not. You need to leave, Mama. You need to. I will not leave. Mama Florence shot back, her hands akimbo. This is my son's house. If anyone should leave, it should be you, because I don't know what I have done wrong. You are always nagging, complaints here and there. Abba. Morenike turned to Lekon, who had rushed to the scene to know what was happening. Darling, I can't take this anymore. I can't. If she stays, I leave. Make your choice. Lekon hesitated. That hesitation was all the confirmation Morenike needed. The next morning, she packed her bags, took her baby, and left. Mama Florence was outraged. You must bring back that child. She will bring back that child. She didn't bring any baby into this house when we married her, so she must bring back that child. She fumed. Determined to assert her claim, Mama Florence took the matter to court, demanding that the baby be returned. But the law sided with Morenike. The child was too young to be separated from her mother. For over a year, Morenike and Lekon remained apart. Morenike employed a house helper who eased her of the chores and also cared for her child in her own way. During this time, Mama Florence, still sitting with resentment, introduced another woman to Lekon, pressuring him to move on. See, my dear, Morenike does not love you, because if she does, she will not treat you and I like this. She does not like your relatives around her. Do not worry at all. I met a young beautiful lady in the market last week. She is so courteous. Oh, I hope you see her. I've invited her. She will be here tomorrow evening. At first, Lekon entertained the idea, but deep down, he knew the truth. He still loved Morenike. The realization hit him hardest when he saw how little his mother cared about fixing his broken home. She wasn't interested in reconciliation. She wanted control, and he had been too blind to see it. Lekan finally made a choice. He visited Morenike, even though he had been visiting her, but this time, not just as a father fulfilling his duties, but as a man ready to fight for his family. Morenike, please, come back home. Please. Mama will leave, I promise, she will leave. He pleaded. It took time, but eventually, Morenike believed him. She moved back in, and true to his word, Lekan ensured Mama Florence returned to her own home. In the end, even Mama Florence admitted her faults. I thought you hated me. I didn't know I was doing wrong. I now realize that some of our archaic methods are now replaced with better and easier methods. Morenike, my dear, forgive me, please. She confessed to Morenike. It's okay, Mama. It's in the past, and I do not hate you. You are a mother to me. Morenike replied simply. And with that, peace was restored. Morenike re-employed her house help, and she worked for them for 2 years until her service was no longer needed. Love had been tested, but it had prevailed, this time on a stronger foundation, one built not just on love, but on respect, boundaries, and the understanding that marriage should always come first.
Hello, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the story, kindly give it a big thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed. And remember to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our amazing stories. Also, if you enjoy it, share it. Do not enjoy it alone, and leave a comment. Until next time, bye.